Hi there, and welcome to another episode on TypeScript design patterns. And in this module, we'll be discussing the facade pattern. So, as definition states, it provides a unified interface to a set of interfaces in a subsystem, and the facade defines a higher level interface that makes the subsystem easier to use. So, in a lot of applications, you would like to receive data or call some methods on several classes or from several services. And instead of then on every location where you need to call all those services, you create a facade to abstract away the complexity of calling those services. So when we look at the UML class diagram, it's a very easy one. You have the facade. The facade has some methods, and all these methods might call into several different subsystems. These can indeed be services, but also just be classes. I've created a code sample for that. So when we go to Visual Studio, right here we see an example where we have a customer, a bank, a credit, and a loan, and we have a mortgage, and the mortgage is actually the facade. So when a customer requests for a loan, we would like to know if the customer is eligible. And to do that, we have to ask the bank if the customer has sufficient savings. We have to see if the customer has any bad loans, and we also need to know if the customer has any good credit, and if not, we think of the customer as not being eligible. So let's look at the code. It's very simple. We have the customer, a bank, a credit, and a loan. And the bank has a method called has sufficient savings. The credit has a has good credit, and the loan has a has no bad loans. So when we would like to know if a customer is eligible to have a mortgage, we call the mortgage class, and we just call the static method is eligible. And then the mortgage class will take away all the complexity of calling all these subsystems, the bank, the loan, and the credit. So our eventual application code is very easy. We just create a new customer, and then we call the mortgage is eligible, and that mortgage is the facade that will spawn its requests and method calls to all these different classes, and that's the facade pattern.